Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be listing off some main ingredients that you need to start incorporating in your skincare routine to help minimize the look of fine lines and wrinkles. These ingredients will also help to prevent future fine lines and wrinkles as well, and these are also going to help build collagen. So of course there are many different ingredients and products on the market that will help with fine lines and wrinkles, but at the end of the day there are some gold standard ingredients that are proven to work. So you might as well start using these ingredients if you are looking to reverse the fine lines and wrinkles that you do have. But before we get right into today's video, if you could please like this video, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. By doing so, you will always be notified whenever I upload a new video, and I do upload videos every single week. Alright, so let's get right into it. So like I said, I'm going to be listing off some ingredients that will really help to target and minimize the fine lines and wrinkles that you currently have. And of course, if you are consistent with these ingredients and you really want to start using these on a long-term basis, then of course these will prevent fine lines and wrinkles in the future as well. So not only are these ingredients great for diminishing fine lines and wrinkles, but these will also help with other skin concerns as well, like hyperpigmentation, dark spots, and of course if you have a dull looking complexion, these will help to give you a brighter appearance as well. So the first ingredient that most people start using whenever they want to start diminishing and minimizing the look of their fine lines and wrinkles is a retinol. So whether you are purchasing an over-the-counter retinol or a retinoid, these are still going to be beneficial, and I do have several, and I'm actually going to be filming a video very soon, and I'm going to be mentioning all of the retinol products that I would recommend that you can purchase over the counter. So stay tuned for that video. But this is one, for example, and this is the CeraVe Skin Renewing Cream Serum. So this is an encapsulated retinol, which means that this is actually going to penetrate into your skin more slowly before it starts to do its job. So it's very gentle. You will get little to no irritation with this one, and this is great for beginners. So if you are somebody that has never used a retinol product before, I would say pick up this one because it's super gentle and hydrating, and I quite like this one, and I actually use this one on my neck, and I never seem to have any issues with using it on my neck for irritation and dryness. So that's why I really like this one, and it's perfect for beginners, like I said. So there are different types of over-the-counter retinols and retinoids that are stronger. So I would say start with this one, and if your skin does well, then move on to something a lot stronger. But it's best to start off with the lowest strength and work your way up to prevent irritation and dryness. Because unfortunately, when you're using a retinol or a retinoid product, these products can be very irritating to a lot of skin types. So dryness can definitely happen, and it's completely normal. So if that happens to you, don't worry. Just make sure that you are using a moisturizer whenever you are using your retinol or your retinoid, because that will help to keep your skin moisturized to prevent even more dryness a few days later. But the most effective product that will target and diminish and prevent fine lines and wrinkles is a prescription. And I do have the Stieva A Tretinoin cream, and this is the 0.025% strength. So this is the lowest strength in this brand, and then of course the next strength is a 0.05%. I will go to that strength eventually. But like I said, it's best to start off with a low one, work your way up, because it will prevent the dryness and irritation. And I still get dryness and irritation with this one, and I do use this 5 days a week, but I have seen a big difference in my skin. So don't expect this to work overnight or within a couple of weeks. You do want to give it some time. Some people will start seeing a difference within 2 months or so, but to see a big difference in your skin, you do want to be consistent and use this for a good length of time. And this is something that you can continue using to prevent fine lines and wrinkles in the future. So I will be continuing on with this. I will be using this as long as my skin's going to let me, but this is hands down the best and the most effective. But over-the-counter retinols and retinoids will also be effective as well. The next ingredient that will help to minimize fine lines and wrinkles is a vitamin C. Now, of course, there are many different types and forms of vitamin C, but I prefer serum-based vitamin Cs because I like the way that they apply to my skin. I like how they absorb into my skin as well, and I never seem to have any issues with pilling with my other skincare products with a vitamin C serum. Now, of course, there are cream-based vitamin C's, and then there are ones that are in a powder form that you have to mix with another serum to get the proper mixture to apply to the face. But I just say go for a serum because it's a lot easier and it's quicker. Now, there are different types of vitamin C's, but I like L-ascorbic acid vitamin C's. These are the purest form, but these are also the most unstable form as well. So if you are going to invest in an L-ascorbic acid, you do want to use these up pretty quickly, and you want to be using them up and be consistent with them because these will oxidize within a couple of months. So once they start to oxidize, they lose their potency. So some people prefer to go with other types of vitamin C's that are more stable because then of course you can be more lenient with them. You can use them on and off for a couple of months and you don't have to worry about these oxidizing. But L-ascorbic acids definitely oxidize pretty quickly, but I feel like they're the most effective in my opinion. So there is one vitamin C that I like to use on an everyday basis. Of course, I have different ones that I like to use, but I've talked about this one a lot. And this is the Timeless Vitamin C Serum, which is a 20% L-ascorbic acid, and this also has vitamin C, vitamin E, and ferulic acid. Now, I do think that this is very effective. I have been using this now for a very long time, and I do think that this gives your skin a brighter appearance to it, but this will also target fine lines and wrinkles. And if you are consistent with this, you will notice a difference. So I use this in the morning, and then of course I use my Tretinoin at nighttime, but you can use this in the evening as well if you are not using a retinol or a retinoid. You don't want to be pairing this with a retinol. These conflict with one another, and it's best to keep them separate. So I really do love this and recommend it. Now, recently SkinCeuticals gifted me their vitamin C serum. I have talked about their little mini one before in an empties video. I had a sample and it only lasted me probably 5 days or something like that. And they saw that video and they gifted me the full size. So once this one is finished, I am going to start using this one and putting this one to the test. So I will have a video on this in a couple of months once I use up the product, and I really want to see if I notice any difference with this one because this is actually the gold standard vitamin C that everyone talks about, everyone raves about, and so many people see amazing results with this one. So this is the vitamin C CE ferulic, which is a 15% L-ascorbic acid, and you also have a 0.5 ferulic acid. So it's very similar to this. This is a 20% L-ascorbic acid. This one also has ferulic acid in it as well. I'm not sure what the percentage of the ferulic acid is, but these two are very similar. But I really wanted to give this one a go and to really put this to the test. So stay tuned. I will have a video very soon. The next ingredient is a peptide. So this is great to minimize any fine lines and wrinkles that you have. It will also prevent future fine lines and wrinkles as well, and I think peptides are super effective and I love them. I've been using a peptide product for at least 3 to 4 years now, specifically from The Ordinary, which I'll be sharing in just a minute. I have tried the Drunk Elephant polypeptide cream. That one was lovely, but when it comes to peptides, I actually prefer to use a serum based. So the one that I've been using the longest from The Ordinary is the Buffet. Now this has multiple different types of peptides in one product, which is why it's called the Buffet, and there's also Matrixyl in here as well. But if you are not into this, of course The Ordinary does have another serum which is just called Matrixyl, so that one there wouldn't have all of the added peptides like this one does. But they're both really effective, and I've used both now for 3 to 4 years, and I do like to alternate between the two whenever one product is finished. But this one is my absolute favorite. From The Ordinary, they also have the Buffet plus copper peptides 1%. This one is also really effective. The copper peptides will actually help to rebuild collagen and elastin fibers, and I do think that this is also another effective product. I am not too consistent with this one, to be honest with you, because the copper ions do conflict with a lot of other skincare products, so you really don't want to be pairing this with highly acidic treatments like acids, your vitamin C, and any strong antioxidants because of course these will conflict and will cancel each other out. But I do think that this is a really nice product. And the other one that I tend to use on and off is from Timeless Skincare, and this is the Matrixyl 3000 Serum. This has hyaluronic acid in it, and I also think that this is very effective. And the last ingredient is an acid, but more specifically, glycolic acid. Now, glycolic acid will actually stimulate new collagen production, and it will also help to smooth out any fine lines and diminish wrinkles over time. So glycolic acid is proven to work for this type of skin concern, but it will also help you to give a brighter complexion to your skin because it's exfoliating your skin. And if you do have hyperpigmentation or dark spots, this will also help to fade those areas as well over time. So glycolic acid is fabulous. I used to use it all the time, and the one that I did use is the one from The Ordinary. So this is the 7% toning solution. This is the only one that I own, and I really do like this one, but of course other brands carry glycolic acids, and you may find ones that are stronger than this one or weaker. It just depends on what you're looking for and what your skin can handle. So definitely find one that works for your skin type because of course this type of acid can be drying and irritating. Now, all acids will do very similar things. Some acids are weaker and some are stronger. This to me is definitely the strongest. Now, lactic acid would be the next one down. So if you can't tolerate to a glycolic, I'd say go pick up a lactic acid. And if you're somebody that can't even tolerate a lactic acid, then I would say go down to mandelic acid. And The Ordinary does have both of those types of acids, and they're both fabulous. Mandelic acid is effective, but it will take longer to work because it is a weaker acid and the molecule size is a lot larger, so it will take longer to penetrate into the skin before it starts to exfoliate and do its job. Glycolic acid is a smaller molecule, so this gets absorbed into the skin pretty quickly and it starts working right away. So that's why a lot of people find this to be irritating, and some people find it to be pretty drying and sensitizing on the skin. So it really just depends on what you are looking for, but glycolic acid is a great one to help with collagen production and to eliminate fine lines and wrinkles. But if you are somebody that can't tolerate a liquid form, then I would suggest purchasing a cream-based. Now this is one from Versed, and this is the glycolic acid plus lactic acid peel. So this is to be used 2 to 3 times a week, or you could just use it 1 day a week. It totally depends on your skin, but this is also really effective, and this is something that I just started to use. This is very, very hydrating because there is glycerin and shea butter in here. So if you do find products like this really drying on the skin, then I would say go for a cream based. This one is also affordable. It's more expensive than The Ordinary one, but I do like how hydrating and moisturizing this is on the skin, and I don't seem to have any irritation with this one. But with this one, I do experience irritation. It's personal preference, but if you can somehow incorporate an acid in your skincare routine, these will really be beneficial for long-term use. I am going to mention one more ingredient because this one ingredient will give you that instant quick fix. And it will allow you to have a plumper look to your skin, but it will also make your fine lines appear less visible. And that is hyaluronic acid. Now this is an ingredient that I talk about all the time on my channel, and I love this ingredient. I incorporate this all the time in my skincare routines, and this is also another ingredient that I have been using for several years. So it really is effective. Now I do have one from The Ordinary. I also have one from the Niod line. I have one from Hada Labo, which is a Japanese skincare brand, and the list goes on. I have quite the collection when it comes to hyaluronic acids. Now this is a humectant, so this is a hydrator, and this is actually found naturally in our skin. So our bodies actually produce hyaluronic acid. Now this is actually an ingredient that will attract and hold on to 1,000 times its weight in moisture, which will give you that plumper look to your skin. And I really do find that when you apply a topical hyaluronic acid product to your face or even your neck, I do find that it makes your skin look more youthful, more plump, and any fine lines that you do have, I definitely feel like they're not as noticeable. So I think hyaluronic acid is great for that instant quick fix. Now this is also something that you can use every day, twice a day if you want to, and this can also be paired with any type of skincare product as well. So if you do want to pair this with an acid, with a retinol, tretinoin, or a vitamin C, you can. There is absolutely no conflicts. So I like how there is that leeway with this ingredient where you don't have to worry about pairing it with certain things. It is always going to work. So if you're looking for that quick instant fix, I would say definitely start incorporating a hyaluronic acid in your skincare routines. So that is everything in today's video, and I really hope that you found it helpful. Like I said, these are the top gold standard ingredients that are proven to work to diminish fine lines and wrinkles. So if you haven't already started to incorporate these in your skincare routine, definitely start now. It's better to start sooner than later, but it's also never too late as well. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And of course, I will see you all in my next video. So take care, and I will see you guys then. Bye guys.